So why we decided we wouldn't have So gosh, I don't know where to start. I do know exactly where to start. I'm going to tell you guys that I really wanted to invite people that were important in my life to be here, people that I was totally convicted about what happened. So I'm going to tell you guys why I felt like I needed to go ahead and get this out this way. Because the conviction was, how do you know about something that is doing something to you and changing your life, and you not share it with, at least share it with people, you know? So if you share it with people, they're either gonna take it for a grain of salt and be done with it, or they're gonna, you know, decide they want to do something about it. But what happens in my life was, the Lord decided it was gonna be, this is how it all started. The Lord decided that it was just quite all right for me to have a baby at 36. So here he is, and after Calvin was born, I didn't have any problems. I didn't have any problems during my pregnancy. I didn't have any problems with any of my previous pregnancies either. After he was born, I couldn't get my pressure down. Being a nurse, I was like, okay, hold on. I told my daughter, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna lay down on my left side. I'm gonna get up and take my blood pressure, and I'll call you back. So I got up and I took my blood pressure, and I did not call her back. Why? Because my blood pressure was still 180 over 110.
Oh my God.
So I was like, it's because I'm thinking about it. So I'm gonna call her tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm going to sleep on my left side. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna call her in the morning. A morning pressure is going to be your lowest pressure without a shadow of a doubt. So I got up the next morning, and my pressure was, it was my lowest pressure, 160 over 100. So I was like, wow, I'm gonna stroke out in here. This is not gonna be okay. So she called me. Of course, now I'm watching her. You know, I'm watching her name come across my phone. I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to answer this lady because she knows something's wrong. She's gonna come over here, and I do not want to deal with that. So I answered her. She was like, "What's up?" I said, "I can't really get this pressure down. I know." She's like, "I know because you didn't call me last night or the night before." Here it is, 2 days later. She's calling me. She said, "I'm calling you in a script right now of labetalol and precardium. If anybody knows anything about those meds, those are hypertension medications that." For me, my mother had been on hypertension medications. My grandmother had been on hypertension medications. This was like familiar. And I'm like, here it is. I've hit that point in my life where I'm about to have to be on these hypertension medications. I'm not doing it because I know when they got on those medications, the next thing you know, they were on a medication for a side effect that was happening from that medication. Next thing you know, they were on another medication for a side effect that was happening, you know. So I was like, I got to find out what I can actually do. One, I know I got to lose some weight. I'm too heavy. I got to bring my weight down. But I'm thinking I just had a baby, so that wouldn't be that big a deal. So, and I need to find out what can naturally work. Just so happened, my friend Natasha, I don't know where I don't know where God sent these people from in my life, but she was like, listen, I just want to tell you about these, you know, products. I wasn't ready to tell y'all. This is my favorite part of what she told us. I wasn't ready to tell my family, my friends about it yet. That's why I feel bad too about not sharing with my family and friends right away. Because I wasn't sure if y'all were going to be ready for anything like this, so I wanted to tell y'all about it. She gave me this whole spiel, and I was like, what is it? Because I'm about to have a stroke. I'm about to die. What's getting ready to happen? So I need you to tell me something. Anyways, lo and behold, fast forwarding, I actually started using that year sulfur, and my pressures, I'll laugh and joke about it because I got my mom on it who was taking, my brother's back there, he can tell you, she got a pill bag. 6 medications she was taking, all related to blood pressure or blood thinners or something. So now she takes 2 medications. She's down to 2 medications. No lie, she was just here visiting us. We were in Publix, and she was like, hey, I want to take my blood pressure. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? You don't feel good? You know, what's happening? No, I just want to take my blood pressure. So she gets on the machine. She takes her blood pressure, 116 over 74, 76, I think it was. And I was like, wow, Mom, that's impressive. I bet mine is low too, because I take my sulfur every day. You know what I'm saying? So I get on there, I take my blood pressure. Mine's like 122 over 84. She was like, my blood pressure low than yours, girl. She was tripping out. So it's been a blessing to our life. But all that story is how I got started, and I won't give y'all like the details like that of everything. But